noticed for the number of years we've been in the business, we've seen so many changes in the industry take place. So we've had to adapt. We've had to move our focus depending on where the consumers were and the products that were popular at the time. So a lot of new companies come in on some given point along that process, but we've been here doing it for a while, and that actually fuels, I think, our entrepreneurial spirit.
Yeah, it's fun.
Every time we see the marketplace move, it's a chance for us to be creative again.
Well, coffee business is very unique. You really develop a close relationship with all of your customers. Not that you know them on personal level very well, but you see them all the time. So if they don't come in, you miss them. You want to know what happened. They like you. They want to hear what you've been up to. It's a great fun. It's almost like going to a party or get together.
None of us would have ever expected what 2020 looked like. As we were rolling through the first quarter of 2020, we were hitting some of our best numbers ever, as many companies were. The economy was roaring along. And then literally within 2 weeks, I had to furlough 90% of our staff, and the business all but shut down. And that was something that we couldn't even imagine could happen. There's been a lot of support. We all talk to each other a lot more in the small business community. We've all become much closer because we pick up the phone, we talk to each other, and what's working for you? And so there's been a lot of camaraderie. At our lowest point, as we turned into the beginning of April, we were seeing very low numbers of customers in the stores, and we weren't sure if we could keep them open. We actually had a number set in our mind that if we went below that number, we would have to shut the stores down. We came within $10 of that number, but we stayed open, and we stayed open to support our crew. It wasn't that the company was making money, but I wanted to keep my people employed and keep their families safe and moving forward. That was really the focus at the time, and I really do have to thank all of our customers. We have very loyal customers. They see us every day, every week, and there was a core group of them that continued to support the stores, and for that we appreciate it. One of the other things that we've realized through our international expansion with our coffee cafes is you have very different market conditions overseas that are very different from the US, and oftentimes that means more opportunity for us as a company. We saw that with our cafe business. About 10 years ago, we decided Starbucks had been very dominant in the US marketplace for cafes, and it was difficult to go up against them in the US market, but we realized that many other markets overseas, we weren't going to face the same stiff competition from them because a lot of overseas markets weren't dominated by Starbucks. We took that opportunity, and we were actually very successful to get Greenberry's into Japan, where we now have 12 stores and growing very rapidly. And we also have stores in the Middle East as well. And here shortly we'll be opening our first stores as soon as COVID allows us to do that in the European market, the UK in particular. It's been a great opportunity for a small company like us to really expand our footprint, diversify what we do, and really get the Greenberry's family and the name out there. I believe bringing Nitro Coffee to the overseas markets, both in Asia and in Europe, is going to be a big opportunity for us as a company. The US tends to lead in consumer products, so many of these countries really haven't fully seen or understand what Nitro Cold Brew is yet, and we're going to come there with a new product, a new idea, and bring it to them. But we know that it's been successful here, and in this global world that we have, if it's successful in the US, it's going to be successful elsewhere. Greenberry's Coffee Roasters is our company that fostered and brought the Nitro Cold Brew and the hard coffee to market. That's the company that we're excited to put on Start Engine to raise capital to continue to fuel our growth. We're very excited about that. We also have the added benefit of having affiliate companies that have allowed us to expand the Greenberry's Cafe footprint internationally in key markets both in the Middle East as well as Asia. We're also excited to announce that in the second quarter of this year, Greenberry's will be moving into a new facility that we've been under construction with. It's going to increase the footprint of our production space. It's also going to allow us to add a tap room for the public to come in and taste our products, and actually there'll be viewing facilities so you'll actually be able to watch the product being made itself. I think it'll be a great opportunity for us to, again, have room to grow and also have room to better interact with the consumers. Greenberry's Coffee Roasters has always been a vertically integrated company. We like to say the only thing we don't do is grow the coffee itself, but we allow for capture of the multiple layers of profit in the production and distribution of the products that we sell. So Greenberry secures and roasts the coffee in our own facilities, create and brew the nitro cold brew in our own facilities as well, including the canning of the products, and are able to bring it to market. So if someone's looking to invest in our company, they have the added benefit of that vertical integration and the ability to capture multiple layers of profitability. One of the philosophies that Roxanne and I have always brought to our business strategy is to be fairly conservative with how we do things. We've always tried to avoid debt as much as possible in the company. We've always been conservative about trying to maintain control of the means of production so that we're able to actually deliver a product to the consumer that we have complete control over. I think those strategies and those ideas in business are very beneficial, and it brings us into this start engine raise in a very strong position.